Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today I'm going to be bringing you potentially the top 8 clans that are going to be competing in the first qualifier in Poland. Plus, I'm summarizing what happened in the AMA on Reddit with Darian, who answered a bunch of your questions. And then finally, at the end, I got a mass baby drag bat attack to wrap up this video. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and bring up who I believe may be going to Poland. So this first list here is the top 10 clans that Supercell Clash of Clans did just release. And the 4 clans here that are listed, I believe, are going to Poland. So you got Dark Looters are number 1 with 314 stars. So what we looked at the other day was just kind of stars that they gained without like the bonuses. But it looks like they're taking bonuses into account now. So we have Dark Looters right here. Then we got In the Light, Blaze JP, and 704. So these are the top 4 clans overall. They also made a mention of how that is determined. So as a reminder, the ranking method is first of each bracket, then total stars, which is attack stars plus win bonus, and then destruction percentage. So Dark Looters finished number 1 right there. So we believe that all these 4 clans are going to be going to Poland. And then the other 4 clans, now this is interesting, right? So you guys were following the last few days of the coverage of the World Championship. We have the North Watch, we got Salam, we got a Chinese clan, and then we have RTK, which was just then promoted over 007 Dynasty. But I'm receiving some reports that this may not be the final 4 from the ESL World Championship in the end, right? So every clan does get investigated, does get looked into to confirm that it's fair play, there's nothing going on, so that they can get invited to Poland. But as you can see, the match that we had earlier, the North Watch, was kind of canceled. It no longer went into effect into the grand finals, which we saw yesterday, that the North Watch did end up losing that match. But then again, the semifinal match and grand final match, I don't think it will end up being played at all because it's kind of meaningless, because all you got to do is just get to the final 4 and then you're good to go. So I think maybe in next season there won't even be a grand finals. It's just got to get to the final 4 and you're good. But I'm receiving reports that this may not be the final 4, but the North Watch, I believe, are confirmed for Poland, so they should be good. But the rest of them, I'm not entirely sure. I'm receiving reports. If I go back here to in the in-game, and I go into some invites, I go here. He's been trying to contact me. If anyone wants to contact me, just join my Discord and send me a DM. That's the easiest way you can do that. But if I go to view clan, it says right here, 4th rank in ESL March session, going to fly to Poland soon. I mean, that is kind of lining up with what I'm hearing, that some of these clans in here aren't actually going to be going to Poland, and India's Clashers is back here to round 16. They lost to this Chinese clan here. So, I mean, if that's true, I don't know what's the official the kind of the lineup is, who's going to Poland from ESL. That's probably still being determined, but it's interesting that some clans may be getting investigated. They may not go, being pulled back. Something may be going on. But if India's Clashers is actually going to Poland, if they've been contacted, then congratulations to them. But remember, this is not finalized. Supercell will probably come out with the top 8 clans, and that will be the official list to go off of. This is just kind of speculation of what's kind of going on, so you guys kind of know, because I know you guys wanted to know that match between RTK and 007 Dynasty right there. So who knows if 007 Dynasty ends up getting pushed to the final 4, if it changes. I don't know at this moment. We'll find out in a little bit. All right, so the next thing we're going to be covering is the time and cost balancing. All you guys got to do is go to the news section, and you guys can see essentially they do mention in here about all the different troops and everything that are going to be receiving the balance, but they don't go into specific details of exactly what those are. Well, this is going to be helping lower town halls progress up through the game a little quicker, and you'll see from this link, remember, all the links that I'm referring to will be down in the video description, so you can take a look at a more detailed view. But Darian did post in the forums here a very detailed breakdown of everything and changes wise, and the kind of then percentage of how much has changed down below as well. So you can see the differences in the number of days. Then you can see kind of the new cost for the upgrades, the old cost, and then the percentage change. I'm not going to go through each one, but you can kind of see, get an idea. If you want, you can go to the link, and then you can get a good, a more detailed breakdown, a little slower. You can look at every single thing if you like. It will be down in the video description down below. All right, so I'm going to summarize some of the key points that I took away from the Reddit AMA discussion that a lot of you guys submitted questions for, which Darian answered. So as you guys can see here, there was a bunch of questions. Darian went through here and answered them, and now I'll bring them up here for you guys. But while I do that, I'll have some attack replays playing in the background so you guys can kind of have some eye candy. I'm not going to be commentating. I'm just going to go through kind of these screenshots here. So this first one is, when is the big new update coming, right? Well, a lot of you guys asking me that. He said, we will share the release date in the developer update video coming in 2 weeks. So that is very soon. Very excited about that. Then we also have the next one, which I see in question number 2 in this one, is, are there any new regular Elixir spells in this update? And they responded with, no new spells are being released in this update. So we won't see any new spells, because we just did see the bat spells, so nothing new there. Next one that I pointed out in this one, which I was looking at, was on number 4. How many updates can we expect to see this year? And then they said, I wouldn't be surprised if there was 3 or more major updates this year, but that's not a promise. It's more like a goal. And then also, a lot of you guys always ask me, Carbon, is Town Hall 13 coming out? Well, they said in the event we do add a Town Hall 13, no, we haven't started on it yet. So they have no plans which have started on Town Hall 13. There will probably be a 13 in the future. I can definitely see it, but there's no plans that they have even started on it, but there probably will be in the future. The next one we've got is going to be, as you can see, what do you think about the present state of the game, particularly Ice Golem being OP in defense, but somewhat useless on offense? And their simple response was, we're aware of it. So are we going to see some changes to the Ice Golem? We'll take a look. The next one that I pulled out from this one was, will we get another Siege machine with this update, number 4? Since you mentioned 2 more new Siege machines are in the way, while introducing the first 2. And they responded with, no new Siege machines are planned for this next update. You guys got the Stone Slammer. I'd say it'll be a while before the next new Siege machine is introduced. And then also, which was pretty interesting, was number 6. Will we see anything as skins for heroes? They said, never say never. Does that mean we may see it in the future? Well, maybe. Then how about, will we ever get AI improvements? We're looking at various AI logics for heroes. Hopefully we can tune them a bit to give them more the intelligence out of artificial intelligence. The next screenshot that I have here is, are there any plans to add new levels or buffs needs to the electric dragons? Also, any plans for any kind of new defense as DE troop? Also, as a nearly max 12 the walls, are there any major upcoming changes for us? And the response was, I don't believe any balance changes are being applied to the Electro Dragons in the next update. As far as major updates coming, we definitely won't have a 2.5-year drought between that. So that's pretty cool that they're definitely going to be bringing a Town Hall 13, but not going to be waiting as long between 11 and 12. So that's pretty interesting to see right there. The next one is, as a max Town Hall 12, the only thing that is in the League Metal Shop currently to buy are statues. Is there any chance we'll see more cosmetic items? What about putting training potions in there? Maybe even books? Well, they're like, yes, there are more rewards in the works for max players in the League Shop. I don't have anything to add at this time, but our goal is to add more than just the current lineup of decorations. I don't know if there will be potions or books added there, although potions are more likely than books. It's pretty interesting right there. The next screenshot I got is, can we have more army builds to save, please? So, you know, you have the kind of queued up ones, which you just have 3, and then you have the most recent ones for the 4th one. That would be pretty cool to have a huge list of them, so you can just start naming them, and you can switch between them. Gives you a lot of options to practice really easily. And then this was something we would like to add. I don't think it's coming in the next update, but I know we've discussed adding it at some point in the near future. It's pretty interesting. I would love to see that added to the game. Next one is asking about kind of some quality of life changes to Supercell, about consider the possibility of using no-cook armies for friendly challenges / friendly wars. I've discussed this on both of my streams over on YouTube here and over on Twitch. And because it's time and resources wise, like sort of a tab where you build up an army instantaneous for friendly battles without to interfere with your actual troops and spells in your camps. That would be awesome. Well, they were like, it has been considered. I won't say it's something that will be implemented, though. You're more likely to get a second queue for a second army before getting a no-cook army. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we will see a just instantaneous build just for friendly challenges, but I would love to see that, absolutely. The next one I got is, I'm still waiting on the option to change my clan name. Is that a future possibility? Well, they were saying the team is aware of this request. There's no current plans to implement this in-game just yet. They haven't officially ruled it out, but it's definitely not at this time. So we won't see that at this time. Will we see it this year? Don't know. But that would be interesting to change the clan name. Maybe you can only change it once every 30 days, and then it starts increasing in gems like the name does. But I think you can change the name once every either a week or 2 weeks. I don't remember the exact details on that one. The next screenshot I got is the big question a lot of you guys are asking is, Carbon, why can you only get 2 billion resources looted? So this was brought up here. Simple question. Why is there a loot grab cap achievement? I hit 2 billion 2 years ago and have always wondered how much I've really looted. So then another viewer, kind of commentator, said 32-bit integer. So they were saying the number, the 2 billion, so specifically that full number right there, is the maximum positive value for a 32-bit integer right there, which I found pretty interesting. So I guess that's a common thing in other games, that might be the highest value that they go in, kind of for programming languages, not just specifically just for just convenience-wise, just a flat-out 2 billion. So there you go. That might be a little interesting fun fact for you guys about that. So the next one that I've got here is something I've also discussed. I would have liked to see. Well, it is. I've also noticed an abundance of Dark Elixir in multiplayer matches. I have 4 accounts from Masters 1 to Legends, and I usually farm with heavy DE armies while I wait with full storages for a book to pop on the trader. Especially my 12s are constantly nexting targets with 50k gold, 7 to 8k DE. Have you guys noticed that too? Are you considering allowing level 13 max walls to be built with DE? Using Dark Elixir to build walls? Wouldn't that be awesome? I've talked about that. Well, they have a response. We've discussed the DE walls, and at this juncture, it is unanimous no. Interesting. So they've all said no. They don't want to use DE for walls. Sinking DE into walls would create a massive drought of DE that would be sucked out of the in-game economy. We want the DE to be lootable because it's such a rare resource, more rarer than gold or elixir. So it looks like they are fully set on not being able to use DE for walls in the future. I found that pretty interesting. And then this last one here was something I never really even thought about. Someone came up with the question of the idea of linking clans such as sister and ally clans has been brought up on this subreddit quite a bit. Has this idea been acknowledged by the Clash team? And what is their opinion about it if so? So they responded, we like the idea of clans being linked to one another while still being able to retain their own distinct identities. So it's a matter of how do we want to go about implementing this. It hasn't really progressed beyond early discussions, I'm afraid, but we do have a big list of clan improvements we're building up. So that would actually be cool. I never thought about that, having your clan and then there's a little button or something that you can have linked clans in a family. You can start to create clan families with other clans, which would be pretty cool. I would love to be able to see that and kind of start to see a web of clans and how they're related But the biggest thing I would love to see if you were to do something like this is to have like a VIP feature, right? So you can give players, I don't know how many players, but a certain like a VIP status, so they don't need an invite to get back to the clan if it's on invite only or closed. I think that would be pretty cool to be in to a VIP, so that you can just get access right away. You can jump into the clan, no worries if it's invite or if it's closed. Don't need to wait for someone to accept you as an elder, accept you as a co or the leader to get an invite back. That would be pretty convenient, especially as a streamer and a content creator, to be able to get replays and all that stuff, be able to jump between. If you're on a VIP list, that's no worries. You can literally just jump back and forth, but could cause problems with some accounts getting in. But then you should be able to see the full list of who's listed as VIPs, and you can just easily remove someone you don't want on there. But I thought that would be pretty cool anyways. But as you guys can see, that's the last question that I've got here screenshot-wise. So what are your thoughts on what they discussed? Did you like some of these ones that I brought up into this video here? If you guys did, let me know down in the comments. And if there was any other ones that I missed, make sure to put those in the comments, because I want to bring as much information to you guys as possible. So keep a lookout at the bottom for the comment section as well. But as I've been kind of showing some of these replays here, I've got Wise Man coming in with this kind of the queen charge Lalo. I'll kind of finish up this attack. I don't want to kind of leave you guys with skipping out in the middle of the attack here. So as you can see, Wise Man had a nice queen charge, had to use the Stone Slammer on that multi, to protect the healers, and 2, to kind of get the queen further into the base. She got the Town Hall down, getting tons of value. The balloons are still moving around. They're going to be, Warden ability is going to be used right over kind of this Inferno Tower section with a Rage. Queen's going to have the probability on the enemy king there, but it's such a very nice Lalo. Beautiful pathing around this base here and just moving through. Doesn't have any more spells, but has the queen still up. Balloons moving through, and minions for a cleanup. So Wise Man, very nice attack here. This was against King Jeffrey. I believe King Jeffrey did get the win. This was a regular, just a regular match, not a friendly war at all. So I don't think it was necessary to even break down, but it's a clan that we will potentially be seeing in the future in the CWL. All right, so now let me shoot you guys over to the final part of this video, which is going to be that mass baby drag bat attack, which I mentioned at the very beginning. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. It's kind of something to throw in this video, just kind of for fun. See, maybe you guys could give it a shot. It's not meant to be an attack that's going to take over Clash or anything, but it's just a fun, unique little attack that you guys might kind of laugh at. Maybe if you guys can try yourselves, maybe you could do it. I tried in some FCs, but wasn't really successful. But Clash for Life was able to do it in a war attack, so I wanted to showcase this one. All right, so we have this mass baby drag bat spell attack. You can see that Clash for Life did in an actual war attack, and he's coming in with 28 baby dragons, the Stone Slammer, 7 bats, 1 rage, and 4 free spells. So let's see what he goes ahead and does here. He does use his heroes to sui this Town Hall, sends the baby dragons kind of in one spot necessarily towards the queen side, and then the bat spell will be used in a kind of a bat wave formation at the top of the base. So let's see what he does. He picks off a little bit of the defenses on the side, and then he's going to send his heroes right in because he wants to use his king and queen to not only remove the Town Hall, but also that air defense right there. And he's using these baby dragons just kind of pick off some of the percentages on the end. And then you'll see the baby dragons, he creates a little bit of a funnel to shoot them right into this multi-target Inferno section. Finds a tornado trap. And I mean, maybe you might look into this strategy if the Town Hall is suiable, and then you can use that Warden ability kind of to protect the baby dragons through some of the eagle shots, and then he freezes the eagle quite a bit. So let's go ahead and see what he does here. So he takes out this air defense with the queen. So taking out a Town Hall and an air defense. Let's see what else he grabs with this queen ability, and a wizard tower, Tesla, and she walks up for a bomb tower, and that's all she's going to grab right there. So then you see the baby dragon up top, pulls the CC, which has a baby dragon, probably also a ice or double ice golem in the CC. That is very common nowadays. And so you can just see mass 20 well, he used some baby dragons, but he took a 28 baby dragon in his comp. There's another baby dragon in that CC, so there ended up being 2 in there. Drops the Stone Slammer at 6 o'clock to go for the air defense. Pops the Warden ability. Baby dragons will get aggro to the enemy queen right there into the middle of the base. And there is the Bat Bomb right at kind of 12 o'clock. Baby dragons are moving in, so it's an interesting attack. You definitely wouldn't be seeing this all the time. Maybe it's kind of funny if you want to give it a shot. Here is something that might work to be a little interesting to mix it up, but something that I would not say will work more than a lot of other strategies. Like Drag Bat is really strong, but Baby Drag Bat, maybe one day you'll give it a shot, just like Clash for Life does, to show that it is possible. I did some FCs a little while ago to see if I can get the Baby Drag Bat. I was maybe getting a triple on some very rare occasions, but I would get a triple sometimes. But as you can see, look at all these baby dragons left, and they do obviously move from any defense, so you do have to kind of create that funnel, otherwise they're going to spread out across the base. But you can see here, he gets this triple with a mass baby drag bat attack, and this was actually in a live war. So hey, not just in FCs, but he was able to get it done in this war attack. So very nice job, Clash for Life, in this one. And so that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one, covering everything kind of from the Clan War League and the ESL to the AMA update, the kind of the Q&A, and then that Baby Drag Mass Bat, which was pretty interesting at the end there. But if you guys have any questions for me, please don't hesitate. Please ask them down in the comments down below, or join my personal Discord, also linked down there. You guys can DM me. Remember, guys, send me some DMs about your in-game name, your clans, and so I can get in contact with you if you want any kind of coverage, if you want to be recapped or anything like that. That's the best way, is to contact me through DMs in Discord. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe down below for the daily content, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Carbonfin signing out. Peace.